I'm going to throw out a date thing to see if you recognize the date. Now, if you acquired a bulletin on the way into the church and decided to read it before Mass, then you would know the answer to this question. Does anyone know the significance of October the 6th, 2012? That's exactly right. It's the 10th anniversary of this church right here. It was on October 6, 2012 that this church was dedicated. We've been inside of this church now for 10 years. And I think that's to your credit as this church is being built with the help of Monsignor Gaston and the committee and all the members who were members back then for all the years prior to 2012, as this church was in the planning, as this church got constructed. It is absolutely beautiful. The other really neat thing, and I was thinking about this week, as we were preparing to somehow recognize the fact that we've been inside of this church for 10 years. You know, the original amortized loan schedule of this church was not to be paid off if you follow the amortized monthly loan schedule until March 2024. But we paid this church off 6.5 years prior to that. It's paid off, we paid it off early. That is absolutely amazing. That's to your credit. So Ariel, the gal that puts together our PowerPoints for Mass, she put together, I believe she did a remarkable job. And it's really something we want to sit back and just really reflect upon this church and the gift God gave to all of us in this church, your generosity, getting the church paid off 6.5 years ahead of time. She put together a nice little video. So let's watch this video that is how we're going to dedicate and celebrate our 10-year anniversary of this beautiful edifice.
Gracious God, we give thanks as we celebrate the 10th anniversary of the dedication of our parish building. We ask that you would continue to protect us, guide us, and sustain us in the years to come. Amen.
Well, you definitely deserve a round of applause. Hopefully you gave that applause, not only to the video here, did a great job, but you deserve to give that round of applause to yourself. This is a fun church. And what makes it fun? Well, a lot of people come to this church to visit. So they've never seen it for the first time. And this actually happened again today. Because the day had a wedding at 2 o'clock, and we had many people from, out of town come. And they walk into this church, and I show them around. They were here early. I was here early. And they just say, wow, this is amazing. This is beautiful. And I explain to them what's going to happen up on a wall. They'll see during the Mass itself. I tell them, and I always give Monsignor Gaston credit for this, is the fact that our sidewalks are electrified. Every sidewalk here, we have no money spent on salt, because when it snows, our sidewalks just melt. We keep them at 39 degrees, which means in the winter, which means they don't never have ice on them. So what was put into this church in construction, the thought that was put behind this church is absolutely amazing. As I always tell Monsignor Gaston, he was transferred a year and a half after the church was dedicated, and only 2 months after that bell tower was dedicated. I always said, Monsignor, I always call him Jim, so I don't say Monsignor. I say, Jim, I'm enjoying your blood, sweat, and tears, the fruit of your labor. I'm enjoying it.